Turbocash.net, free accounting downloads.
That's right, Kia. We're going to find out exactly what business cloning is all about. So sit a bit closer so you can get some information as well. I'm being joined by a leader of the Turbocash project, Mr. Philip Copeman. Sir, good morning. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. You're a regular here, aren't you?
Well, I do like espresso, yes.
Love that, love that. So let's talk about, just firstly, a bit of a roundup again, exactly what the Turbocash project is all about.
Okay, the Turbocash project, well, our mission is to help SMEs start and expand their businesses. We're based in Cape Town, but we do this in 80 countries. And we do this by presenting a set of related open source products, a stack of software that you can download free off the internet.
Yeah. Now, you spoke about SMEs. I mean, there's been a big focus on developing small and medium-sized enterprises. Why is it so important, though?
Well, you know, the world is in a crisis at the moment because we've got historically these massive levels of unemployment, and particularly in the youth area. So all around the world, you have these government departments scurrying to solve this problem, and it's a very serious problem because if we don't solve this, all those kids you see rioting on TV are going to come through your window, your lounge window. So this is an important problem that we need to fix now, and SMEs are identified as a means of solving that. So starting small businesses is very important, and to do that, each of them is going to need an accounting system.
Okay, and that's where you come in, and especially more so in an open source kind of platform, right, which you do.
Yes, well, open source is very important. If I can explain why. Let's take, for example, let's say with South Africa, where we live. This is a resource-based economy. Now, in very simplistic terms, what that means is that a couple of us go out, dig stuff out of the ground and ship it while the rest of us watch them do it. Okay. Now, the alternative to that is a knowledge-based economy where we have a large participation of all the people in the economy. Now, to get from a resource-based economy to a knowledge-based economy is the difficulty. And unfortunately, we've been going backwards. For the last 20 years, we've moved on an index from 49th in the world to 65th. We sit somewhere between Mauritius and Mexico. Wow. And the way to solve that is for us to work on addressing our SME sector. Tell me about that quickly.
I found that very interesting what you said, that it's very difficult to move to a knowledge-based economy. What are the difficulties in that?
Well, I mean, the first thing is that, let's say, for example, if you're going to move to a knowledge-based economy, what you're going to need to do is learn a lot of software. And if you work on if you're working on proprietary software, the licenses, you're going to have to pump billions into it in order to get it going. Okay. And that's what makes open source such an interesting option, is that you can for free take in huge amounts of intellectual capital into your economy, and you can build and you can build a business very quickly, and you can start copying it, and you can replicate it. And that's the key to it as we see it.
And more specific to today, we were talking about business cloning. What exactly is that?
Okay, look, I mean, if you want to get the details on business cloning, go to our website, turbocash.net. But if I can summarize it like this, think of a business cloning as like a franchise, but a franchise without the big brother trying to collect royalties from you every month. Okay. So, for example, let's just say that I have a business that works in Johannesburg.
Yes. Let's say, for instance, you sell apples.
Or you put plants into some company, or you do any service that you like. Then as long as you have that controlled in a financial model and you have an accounting system working with it, in an open business environment, you could just copy that business into Jakarta or Bogota or Cape Town without harming the original business. It kind of, in the open source, we have a saying, he who lights his candle by mine does not darken me. So you can actually, you can actually copy a business without, and then you could work in a network where you all address the problems together. Yes. Now these are principles that we use in open source programming that can be applied to starting an SME business.
There we go. So thank you very much for the knowledge. I really appreciate that, and see you again next time. I'm sure we'll be having another visit from you.
Great to be here.
And there you have it. That's business cloning, and along with how important it is to grow SMEs and how exactly you can do it. And of course, for more information, you can check out our website, expressoshow.com. We're going to take a quick ad break. We'll be right back on Expresso.
Turbocash.net, free accounting downloads.